Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
Sources are saying that Obama is set to announce his 10-point plan for executive amnesty as early as next week. That's right, the lame duck president is going to bypass Congress once again to pass sweeping immigration reform. This includes suspending deportations for millions and allowing not only dreamers, but their parents to have access to jobs, health care, all of these things. Now, that last thing with the parents means it could allow an additional 4.5 million illegal immigrant adults with U.S.-born children to stay. Now, obviously, this is going to mean competition for jobs, but also massive expansion of Medicaid, paid for, of course, by you, the taxpayer. Now, one of the most costly elements of Obamacare has been its massive expansion of Medicaid, which is a state-run health insurance program intended to cover poor families. Now, a new study by the Center for Immigration Studies has found that from 2011 to 2013, when Obamacare was really just rolling out, 42% of all new Medicaid enrollees were immigrants. Because illegal immigrants will typically have less money and are less likely to have insurance, we're going to see a surge of Medicaid spending as signups for free health care increase. Now, we've told you, we've been warning all along, this isn't about immigration reform, but it's about politics, and it's about transforming America into a welfare state. Obamacare and this sweeping amnesty will be the biggest expansion of a welfare state in our nation's history. Couple this, of course, with the fact that Obamacare rates are coming out over this weekend, and we have a feeling that a lot of people are going to be really upset. Or will they? Because something else that sources are saying is supposed to be announced any day now, the grand jury decision in the Michael Brown case. Obviously, tensions will be very high. Police there in Missouri say they are planning for the worst. So you can expect to see the president announce his sweeping amnesty while all of this is going on. He is going to fundamentally transform America under the cover of the aftermath of this grand jury decision. That's what's going to happen. Now, tensions have been high since unarmed teen Brown was shot by police officer Darren Wilson. The whole world was watching as Ferguson, Missouri descended into chaos under a militarized police. Now, we've reported that police in both Missouri and now Atlanta, Georgia, are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on riot gear in preparations for what's going to be taking place there. Sources are telling us it could be released as early as tomorrow at dawn, possibly Monday. Now, protesters in Clayton, Missouri are training to shut down the town in the aftermath of this grand jury decision. And this was during a meeting last night in South St. Louis. The demonstrators agreed that they would want to hurt Clayton economically by blocking traffic and occupying other public spaces on the next working day after the announcement is made. Now, as you can see from this video, the people there are of all racial backgrounds in this meeting. All of these people there are of all different races, are working together to peacefully protest and to organize and to figure out how they're going to handle this decision when it is announced. So surely these are not the people that are calling to kill all white people. When did this become a racial thing? The whole world had the support there for the people in Ferguson. Now you got the KKK crawling out from whatever rock they live under, basically threatening to use lethal force against protesters who say that they have threatened police officers and their families. So this is absolutely ridiculous. Now, we can see from the video that we just played, or just from our own staff who was there in Ferguson covering these protests, it wasn't a race issue per se, but more about the abuse suffered under police, which something any race can attest to. Now, the world was watching as the police state was rising around us. It was highly evident there. It was all about the militarized police. But now it has been transformed into a race issue. Now we got the KKK, we got the Black Panthers out there, all these groups trying to divide people who globally had united. And that's what they can't have. They can't have people coming together and overlooking their differences to fight against their real oppressors. No, the agent provocateur has got to move in and get everybody fighting amongst themselves. So our reporters are going to be in Ferguson covering everything that is going to happen after this grand jury decision is released. Definitely stay tuned to Infowars.com. We'll keep you updated on that as it comes. The guys are also going to be live streaming from Ferguson, Missouri. They're leaving tonight and are going to be there indefinitely. So we'll be giving you all of the updates. But hopefully we're going to see people like these peaceful protesters that we saw in the video organizing and working together to fight against the real enemy. Now, coming up, former West Coast drug kingpin Rick Ross tells his monumental story about the influx of cocaine into the neighborhoods of Los Angeles and, of course, the fearless work of Gary Webb and his exposing the fact that the government was the main supplier and distributor.
Jakari Jackson, Joe Biggs at the Infowars Command Center. We're about to pack up. We have our gear ready, heading back to Ferguson, Missouri. This is going to be my second tour. Joe, this is going to be your third.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of stuff happen in Ferguson. We expect to hear what's going to happen with the officer in the very near future. Could be in the next couple of days. So we plan to have boots on the ground when that happens.
Yeah, we also got wind that the new Black Panthers are going to be bringing AK-47s. Now we have reports that the KKK will be, they're threatening to use violence if civil disobedience erupts in Ferguson. So it should make for a very interesting time. We'll be there documenting it all, wearing our infidel body armor that we've been given to go on this trip with. So thanks guys for that. Other than that though, stay tuned for more reports. We'll be tweeting out stuff as it happens, putting up stuff as well on Instagram at our Infowars Instagram account. And look for our videos on YouTube and Infowars.com.
So stay tuned for more reports. Jakari Jackson, Joe Biggs, heading to Ferguson, Missouri.
Another major health threat, this one in Toledo, Ohio, where everybody in the entire city has been told not to drink the water.
Ohio's governor declaring a state of emergency.
Did you know that the average person uses about 80 to 100 gallons of water at home every single day? If there's a water emergency, will you be prepared?
Panicked residents forming long lines throughout the day.
We're here at a supermarket in Toledo. You can see the shelves empty where water once was.
To stay safe and healthy during a crisis, you must have access to safe, clean water. Water which will not be available at your local grocery store.
There's a mad dash on right now to stock up on supplies.
The ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system is a must-have for every modern, independently minded household. Protect your family's safety during an emergency. Go to InfoWarsStore.com today to purchase your ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system or call 1-888-253-3139.